Well, I'm back out on the school lake today. I've been tinging around with the deeper. Actually, you can hear it running in the background, and it's sort of telling me there's still fish. If you can actually, I've actually just left it out in the water. Excuse the wobble, but I can't seem to get away with that one. And it's just out there. I found a few fish right in that margin just there, and right in that margin just there. Some of them are clearly nice carp. You know, Robin's clanging around in my rods. So I've looked, well, I've probably spent 45 minutes looking for them. Can't find anything. So I finally cracked where they were, down there. And well, put a little bit of bait in, not a lot, a couple of tiny bags, scattering of like half a handful of pellet, just sort of around, just trying to sort of get them down and get them feeding. I've seen fish there before, so I'll give it an hour here. It's not the best weather today, unfortunately, so I could get camped out and stuck somewhere, but as I said, I do get a reasonable view of the lake here, so I can actually keep an eye on other spots and things. If I see anything, I can move. And we'll see. Oh, I got the shakes today, they're good. But we'll see. It's the only area I've picked up fish, so could be all the silverfish in one big bunch down there, or could be the odd carp in amongst them as well. So just have to see. As I said, if I don't get a take, it's probably just silverfish. But it's an area they obviously feel secure in it. They feel warm. They're at the back of the wind, well and truly. The carp will probably muscle in as well. Probably a good area for it. So have to see how we get on. So I'll keep an eye out around the rest of the lake for any other signs. I'll soon move a rod to the right or the left of me. It gives me a good area to fish from here, I must admit. And yeah, just sort of take it from there. I think we're just about to get a heavy rain shower. This would be nice. I've got to get my raincoat out ready. Just have to see really. Anyway, I'll give you updated and see how we get on. Well, it's absolutely horrendous out here at the moment. I've been here quite a while in this swim now. I'm just hoping it's the end of the storm and there's actually a little bit of brightness behind me and some sunshine's going to come through, because, well, I do hope so, because I need to move, because clearly these fish aren't going to, they're not interested in feeding, so I need to go and find another area where they might be interested in feeding and flick a few baits out there as well. See how we get on. But yeah, no, it's well, horrendous at the moment. It's shaking my rod tips around and giving me bleeps. It's absolutely not actually sheltering. You see, I'm sort of right on the path and right in the boggy area. But if you look this way, you do get a bit of brightness. So just maybe things are going to get wetter. I don't know. Wetter? I mean better, rather than drier. Look, all the stuff's on the wheelbarrow. It's getting damp and horrible. But no, I've had no joy from over here, so I think it's trying to move on from this spot. I did have a couple of liners about 45 minutes ago, etc. But yeah, it's absolutely belting it down now. Joy, but as you can see, as I said, there's a bit of light out the back there, getting brighter and brighter. Lots of dark and a bit miserable. So maybe we might have a chance to move soon. It'd be good. Right, I'm going to do a little bit of tidying and anticipation for a quick move, I think. Well, the rain has stopped. I've quickly moved swims. I've come to the end of the island where I've fished produced before. I had a quick scoot around with the deeper. It's unbelievable. Doesn't seem to be much around at all, really. I might move spots in a minute so I can actually keep an eye down the other end of the lake. I'm sitting, I'm videoing, but nothing. I had a look in the spot where I finished yesterday. No signs of anything at all. So I've got 2 baits quite close to the island, which has often produced fish before. So I just can't argue with that. And the off chance anyone's wondering why I have my rod tips up so high, I just find it on day sessions. It's just easier to play fish. You know, you put the fish out there, play it in, and then you can play it under your rod tip. If it goes left or right, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect the other rod. You know, some people just associate it with fishing in France with the rod tips up, but I find sometimes, you know, it's a lot easier to play fish and not get the other lines tangled up. So the last thing you want to do is tow in another line, wreck your other spot. It just makes things so much more simple, you know, and easier. Like I said, that's a fantastic line. I might have to go. Well, that was frustrating. Just lost one. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, I think my Delcom battery's gone flat. It was working alright earlier. Well, the rain's got to it, one of the two. But yeah, lost that fish. Was a bit of a shame. Yeah, there's not a lot you can do about that. That is fishing for you. So I've cast it back out there. I've moved position on my rods now, so I can actually sort of keep an eye on the bobbins a lot better and see how things go. I don't know if it's going to rain again, so I'm going to have to look at whether I need to set up my brolly or not. I'll have to do that in a minute and keep an eye on my bobbins. But that's a frustration, really. But it just proves one thing: I was in the right place. I've moved to the right place. So yeah, that's good. Good choice. You know, where to move to and where to go. I think if it does rain, I'll have to actually move positions on where I'm sitting, because the wind direction has completely utterly changed now. Oh well, I could probably do with getting out with brolly anyway after soaking this morning. It could probably do with a nice little dry, but the habit of doing that at home, just have to see. Oh well, there's a hive of activity there. Quick move, swim, cast out. Didn't even get the video done when I'd sat down and had a take. Unbelievable. Real shame I didn't get on the bank, but it's still a positive. It's a positive of the trip. It's always information, I find, that you know, you can move forward with. So right then, I'll crack on and fingers crossed, really, get one on the bank. Well, the sun's out now. Not necessarily where I'm sitting, but the sun is definitely out. And the lake is looking very nice. And the island's lit up, and nice and warm, and maybe get some fish moving around it. Just have to see, really. But no, it's alright now. I suppose it's better than packing up in the rain, which is never a good one. But it's a bit of a shame I've lost one. Not good at all, really. But hey, it's had to happen at some point. Complete blank on here. Another 2 trips. A shame, but yeah, you never know. Got about, what have I got left? About 45 minutes, so you never can tell on here. Only takes a couple of seconds to catch a take, and we're off. So yeah, rather hopeful. And feeding the robin, seems to be quite happy. That's a good one. But no, quite enjoyed myself today. And I at least I worked out where the fish are. Well, one was. Haven't seen a single thing. I've been sitting here, which, as you can see, I can see down the end of the lake. I'm only, you know, sort of like a little way away from where I was earlier, and you'd soon hear something. A little plop and a splosh. Anything occurs. Nothing really. I think they've just I think they've gone to sleep on here. That makes for hard fishing. yeah, it's always nice to have a challenge, see if you can crack things, crack the little nut, learn a little bit for next year. Yeah, a couple of other people are sort of suggesting it's something to do with all the work parties and the trees and everything, because I think it was about 2 weeks they were doing stuff on here, and ever since then everyone's been struggling quite a bit. You never know really, fish are normally quite inquisitive and not really bothered too much about things like that. No, really. I've actually seen a fish right down there. It stuck its head out off those margins down there. Really see this is the shape appeared in the corner of my eye. Right. Really get a bait down there from here. Quite funny really. Problem is I'll probably end up losing it in the snag, so I don't know if I'll be able to actually get it up here quick enough without it kiting right. But keep a lookout. Keep on going. It's interesting to know, realistically. Yeah. There's no big crashes or anything like that I had been getting. So something might have changed really, I suppose. Well, we shall see. We shall see. It's nice just sitting here looking at the lake. A couple of Canadians seem to have settled on here. They'll be making a nest for themselves on the island, no doubt. It's not too bad. It's reasonably peaceful, these two at the moment. We'll find out when I get back on my big syndicate lake in March. How many Canadians are on there, because it can be an absolute nightmare. Keep you awake all night as well. Oh, get a little bit of that on the lake of fish over the winter, but it's not quite so bad this year. So I'm forever hopeful. Anyway, I shall leave you with that and give you one last little update before I head home, realistically. Don't worry about the beeping, it's the sensitivity is a bit high and the wind is swung round again, it's whipping it down here again. Anyway, I've come to the end of my time really. It's a bit unfortunate. I was hoping I'd wangle another one out of here. Really was. Conditions looked like it was possible. I haven't seen anything else, so there's no point in moving anywhere else. Sticking it out on here, hoping something would swing round the island again, but hasn't occurred. So time to head home. It's not very grey and wintry at the moment, but we shall see. I think the next session is going to be quite a long one on the syndicate water, and very dependent on wind and rain and so forth. Don't want to get down there. I can go on once the family are sorted out and dropped off at the airport. I can go on Saturday, but I have a feeling it's sort of 50-mile-an-hour winds and horrendously heavy rain, and just not fancying that. I've been checking out the forecast, and it might be worth turning up the lake Sunday afternoon and hoping to slip into one of the swims, set up slowly in between the rain, because it's going to stop early evening, and get a little bit of bait out and start the session off and see how we go really. Anyway, I need to get home from here or I end up being late and getting moaned at. You know, on that, can't turn up late at the school to collect the children. Never a good one. Ah dear. Right then, Anyway, catch up with you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And yeah, good luck if you're out there. It's hard time at the moment. It shouldn't be. Pressure's absolutely fantastic, but things aren't just aren't quite right on here. Anyway, see you soon, folks.